currently April 4th, 3:22 p.m. Let me adjust my watch. This is my watch. Right now I'm in 150 Monument Road, Suite 236, or Office 236. Today I moved from 205 it was, which was $1,000 more expensive. I was paying, we were paying in Trinity tax $2,084 per month. This one is $1,144 per month. I tried to exit the contract all the way, but I couldn't. So the manager here just offered me a solution of getting a smaller place, downsizing, in turn having a smaller bill. So I agreed that's what I'd like to do. This room, I would pan around, but I'm sure other photos out there are showing it, but it's a little smaller. Can't have two desks as it did the other room. Doesn't have a window as it was behind me in the other place, but at this point it's April 4th, so from here to August is just the dead season, so no need to have a nice fancy large thing just to sit there. So that's, I guess, the summary today. Outside of that, had somebody come in here to get their taxes done. They didn't have anything ready. All the paperwork was missing. They had a W-2 for their main job that they didn't have with them. It was, let's get down lower. It was, I believe, at their house. No, not at the house. They didn't have it because ADP, all that type of stuff. They quit the job. They weren't working anymore, so they didn't have it. So it was just me going through finding out ways to get her stuff back. But then she didn't have access to her email because she didn't have access to her phone, and it was a two-step verification process that always sent to her phone, which she doesn't have access to. So I sent her off. I told her to try to figure it out. I gave her some good places to start. She should be able to sort it out, and probably will send me the digital copy of the W-2 before the end of the week. Second to that, I had a older woman. It was a free file. It was pretty exciting. Just felt charitable. I felt good after doing so. Woman was, let me see how old she was. She was born in 54. She was 68. She wasn't that old. Not as old as my grandma, but it was still, she appeared old. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, So filed that for free. But like I said, I felt pretty good about that afterwards. I don't really do free files, but that felt good. I didn't know that's what she was coming to do, but after I did her tax return, it was only $250. Social Security money, retirement distributions. I said, it's no point. I don't mind. It took her only all of like 15 minutes. So, also what I did today, I sent Ted Levine from Mercedes-Benz Cherry Hill, where I've been taking my car to get service for a lot of time now. My warranty from Vroom showed they could do the repairs and charge the Vroom as opposed to charging it to me. Seems like it'll be a lot of work. Hopefully everything goes over pretty fast because I'm supposed to drive the car to Atlanta, to Georgia, May 22nd or May 21st. Really May 20th, 19th. But just waiting on that to come back. Then I could be able to put it on Turo because I got my plates and everything now. I just got those last week. Despite buying a car in November, paperwork came to me, title and everything like that, early in March. So from November to March, I just had a car that was sitting. I drove it for a few, but I was going back and forth to the dealership. But you know that story. What I'm doing today, I'm about to write out some plans. I did this previously, but I'm gonna do it again. This is my prior. So in the center, of course, it says income, different ways, being a realtor, which I'm in the pursuit of. You got title agent. You can become a title. Well, I'm a title agent, so utilize my title license and transact and sell insurance. Loan signing agent, which would kind of cooperate with the title agency. Down here, we got a real estate investor, which is, of course, my favorite, and tax professional, tax preparer, which I'm doing now. So this is fleshed out completely. This is in loading. This is it's like halfway. That's halfway. That's halfway. I'm trying to make all these legitimate things, are surefire things. I can put on here 6-leg gambling. I haven't won much. I started in March, and I'm to this point in the negative, probably like negative $400, but maybe $500. But it's going to come around. I'm going to keep probably going until I hit big, and then after that, I probably want to keep hitting big. So, but I worked out a strategy. I think it's going to work. And that's a big hit usually, $40 for 20,000, 10,000, that type of stuff. If it all works out, when it all works out, should I say instead, because it will work out. Outside of that, what's going on? Grandma's house is falling apart, which is where I live right now with my mother, my grandmother, of course, the homeowner, your great grandmother, whomever I'm talking to, and to me and my lady. Things change, it's falling apart. That lotto money I'm trying to get, gambling money, hopefully I can get that and I can put some money to it. Really would like to mortgage the house altogether. I'll pay the mortgage, but it would have to be in my name, which is not probably gonna happen until who knows, the foreseeable future. Who knows if that will even happen. My mom may get the property, and then who knows. But anything else outside of that? This tax season, I guess, didn't do too good, didn't do too bad. Probably made about, I think at this point, about $50,000 net. So 4 months in a year, $50,000. It's not a bad draw, especially being I pretty much manned it myself. And we didn't really market at all. I did a little bit of marketing, put a couple signs up, probably about 200 to 300, but ultimately, we really didn't, do what we usually do. And also being in this high rise, it's a little different. Not on the street. I've been telling y'all this for the longest. It's recorded history. I'm just, still looking at a property. Looking for a property. And 4 months has passed, and I really haven't been looking for a property. So that's how it works. That's how it happens. As time goes by, being afraid, being scary, not having good habits. I really been in a funk since like mid-March. No, early March. I don't know, my March wasn't a good month. I just wasn't really productive as I could have been. Knowing this, aware of that myself. But I continue to be unproductive. As far as as far as that paper goes, I didn't do my realtor's course like I should have been doing every day. Yeah, unproductive. On a larger scale. Not on a larger scale because life is larger, but unproductive in terms of professional development, monetary gain, this type of stuff. I don't want to say unproductive overall, just because I still have my welfare and stuff like that, and I'm still living and type of stuff. So, but what did happen? I went snowboarding in I believe it was February with Chris Valico and Manu, and I injured myself a couple of different places, my wrist and my knee. These injuries have sustained since like early, I think it was in January actually, not even February, since mid-January, and are still giving me trouble. I can't put a lot of pressure on my knee. I can't kneel down. My bursa, which is like a pocket of fluid that surrounds joints in my knee, is like inflamed. So if I pressure on it, it's gonna hurt. It does hurt. My wrist kind of hurts in here, there, when I flex. It's getting back though, because before I couldn't do it like that much. I used to be like this, but now I can, and it hurts much less. Yeah, so the wrist is getting back, but the knee is scaring me. Almost fell. The knee is scaring me a lot. If I have a problem with that in the future, we know it's onset. Snowboarding and falling on my knee and my wrist. So that's professional. Gambling. I'm big on gambling right now. I just started, and I can see like that's everybody. Everybody wants to do a quick flip, quick reward. That's why gambling is gambling. Addictive. But in reality, tax professional or tax preparer, I wouldn't call myself a professional. Tax preparer, title agent, title insurance agent, loan signing agent, notary, real estate investor, wholesaler, and gambler. Those things are running different races, different speeds, but it's just boring. They say to write your goals down as it will come to fruition when on paper. But I don't know if that's true or not. But you should plan. Don't write your dreams down, just write a plan out. Interestingly enough, I was having a hard time remembering the first degree or the first lesson. Who's the original man earlier this morning? Thought I would never forget that, or not forget it completely, but like just forget the order and that type of stuff and hesitate. That's so firm, I really never thought I would, but it's interesting seeing it happen. Personally, personal journal. I'm all right. I'm just, I want to travel more. I want to risk more. I've been buying a lot of more stuff, doing a lot of stuff thingies, like stuff. So I think I'm getting into. I definitely been spending more money than I ever spent. And going back real quick to professional, I wasn't supposed to man this because I know I said this earlier. Me manning this tax preparation season in Trinity Tax, that wasn't the plan, but it just happened that way because I wasn't committed to this at this point in time. I didn't expect to do this on my own this year, but it just happened that way. I don't want to leave that out because, of course, that's a big part of this tax season, 2022. Recorded history. Going back forward though, back to personal. Been spending a lot more money. Oh, I got a credit card for $16,000. Chase Sapphire Preferred. I also got a business credit card for the business for $25,000, and another business card for the American Express. I think it was $2,000. I don't know why it was so low. I think it was $2,000 flat, but $25,000. Who cares about the $2,000? I gave him the $2,000 card. Told him to spend on there because he's been spending money from the account, the checking account, the business checking account. So he better just spend from the business credit account. Amex, $2,000 limit, so you can't get crazy. Still be responsible, but you still live, I guess. Because I don't know, the airport's not paying him enough. He's a gambler for real. I got gambling from him because he put me on a FanDuel and sports bets and stuff like that. Sports betting apps, but sports book apps. This is probably not even loud and clear because I don't speak that way. I wonder. We've been talking for 17 and a half minutes to no avail. I wonder why I talk like that. Why don't I talk louder? Confidence or secrecy? Who knows? So, personally, my number one vice I've been doing a lot of recently as well. And in part to just myself, of course, but also in part to me having a problem with physical attraction. Personally, like I don't, and this could be just a symptom of not being professionally productive. It makes me think about my personal, I don't know, but I've seen it happen before. As far as if I'm not feeling good about my professional development, then I won't feel as good about my personal, because your esteem is kind of built up, especially for me, from professionally achieving. Gotta be good at something, especially as a shorter man. That's serious though. Serious as a heart attack though. You gotta be definitely good at something. Great at something. I haven't been working out at all. I was going consistently, like I said earlier. I don't know if I was going consistently January. I think it was February. Yeah, February was when I injured myself. Camp was freezing. Camera is frozen completely. freeze camera. I don't know how to. It's not working, so I'm out. Peace.